Hey y'all, come on in. Come on in. Let's get me sprinkled out. All right, telegram sent. So let's see if I can find myself now. Hey Brittany, how are you doing today, sweetie? I hope you are doing spectacular. Let me turn my volume down. I don't want to hear myself talk. Hopefully we'll have some friends come in a little bit. Alrighty. So hopefully everybody can see me. Hey Chesney, how are you doing? Okay, I got us pulled up there. I'm going to put that one there. Ooh, I'm going to knock it over. Y'all hold on. Hold please. It's either the brushes or the water or the light. Y'all, today just keeps getting better. Y'all might be here on the right day. Whoa. Alright. Y'all, and I even cleaned this mess up, and I still am throwing stuff everywhere. Oh, my goodness gracious. Alright, so we are going to get going. We got 1 minute. I am in the Dusty Grannies event group today, so I hope that y'all will go over and see Miss Wendy's group. She is a sweetheart, so thank you for sprinkling, girl. Oh, Brittany, you're so sweet. So sweet. All right. Here we are. We're going to go. We're going to paint today, but we're not doing like woodcraft today. We're doing something different, and I forgot to get something, y'all, so I'm going to have to get up. But anyway, let me do that before a bunch of people come on. Hopefully we'll have some people. Y'all don't look at my jogging pants now. Whoa, I got a toad out too. Don't look at my jogging pants. Y'all be judging me. And this is the no judgment zone. Y'all know that, right? No judging. Okay. All right. I'm back. Hopefully it don't fall. Thank you, Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy's got me sprinkled out. So, what is that? Do y'all know what that is? We got a whole bunch of them, y'all. I planned on doing something, but it was going to be real messy. And I already had some bad luck today, y'all. I got a virus on my dang computer. But anyway, the virus thing will pick it up, but I'm going to let my son do it because I might hit something. It says open it back up in safe mode. If it was a PC, I'd be good. It's a Mac, and I'm not real familiar with Macs. So, hey, Tammy. All right, so we are going to, I have these little centers. It's like a button. So this is my question. We're going to put these around the sides of this, but we're going to paint it. But I want y'all to be thinking while I'm painting these, do we want to paint the center of this? They're going to be sunflowers. Do we want to paint the center of this brown? Or do we want to use the check paper, the polka dot paper, or the little fall chevron print paper? And I even thought, since we've got the little chevron paper, it doesn't really, well, I guess it could kind of go with these. We could paint one solid black and then do like some of these. Y'all tell me what you think. Wine Corks. That is exactly right. We have some Wine Corks. So, I'm going to put these to the side and we're going to get some paint out and we're going to paint. But we got to paint them, but I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to try to do to paint them. Y'all sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I said, I am in the Dusty Granny event group today. It's a free group. Miss Wendy in the comments is our host. So y'all make sure to show her some love as well. Put the brown Jeep through. So it's going to look, a brown Jeep. Teresa, say again, hon. The brown Jeep. All right, so I have a little wooden skewer, and yeah, my skewer, it's been used. You can reuse them more than once. So if you'll put it on the end of that, you can paint it, and it won't make such a big mess of your fingers. Hey, Tammy Taylor. All right. Well, we might need more than one coat of paint on it. Let's do this. Let's put a little bit of white in that. Hey, Miss Megan at the Right House Decor. Miss Pam King, how are you feeling, sweet lady? Miss Pam was involved in an accident, so y'all keep her in your prayers. All right, I'm going to just set it over here for a few minutes because I got a couple of those because I want to put another coat on it in just a few minutes. You like the brown zigzag paper? Okay, wait a minute. Put the brown zigzag paper on all of them, Chesney? I thought it might look pretty to do one a solid color and then do the others maybe some of the prints. What do you think about that? Y'all let me know. Y'all, if you know somebody that drinks wine, get them to save their corks for you because this is the cutest project. Well, I thought that was going to come off real easy and I wasn't going to have to be so dramatic. Hey, Cindy. A newbie from Texas. Well, Stephanie, I hope I don't run y'all first time in. But thank you for following. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you that will follow and all the ladies that are in the comments. That have business pages, make sure to go and check them out. And most of all, go check out the group. If you will follow over at the Dusty Granny event group, you can just refresh your page and watch everybody without having to keep going out to try and find out who's next and all that. So it just makes it a whole lot easier to do it that way. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. So let's just put another coat of paint. I might should have done some of these ahead of time, but we got an hour, so we're still good. Now, Chesney, don't be running her off. You gotta let them stay for a little bit. Oh, gosh. We have more fun than we're supposed to most of the time. Goodness gracious. And most of the time, it's at my expense. But I'm okay with that. I got thick skin. Why would you run? Things get a little crazy around here sometimes. I don't do anything bad. It gets a little wild. I'm always doing some kind of splattering of paint all over the place or something, climbing under the table because I dropped something. And my table, just for those of y'all that don't know, that sounds kind of stupid to be like, well, why would you being under the table make a difference? My table is way high off the ground. My chair sits like up off the ground. So I have to kind of climb up into the chair to be able to sit here. So if I fall out, I'm in trouble. You just think it'd be cute to use some jute and sew it on through the holes. Well, I got some that I was going to put on, But if I do that, do you think the brown would look better? Just to do brown and maybe do, I thought the pattern would look pretty. Maybe do the chevron pattern on one. And then, that one's got a little bump up on one side. We've been through a rough life. Hey, Miss Lori. But no, that's what I got up and got right before I got started was my, oh Lord have mercy, how'd they get that one out? That one don't even have a hole in it. Well, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. You know, that's one thing that I saw a thing this morning to save it, and I can't remember whose page it was on, but it was talking about everybody following everybody, and it's free and it don't cost anything, and they appreciate it so much. I know I do. But y'all want to be over on my page because I tell everybody I got the best friends. So, and you can do the paper also so that it's on top. Well, what I'll do is just poke the holes into the paper. Just poke from the top back, and the paper will go down through it, and it won't look like it's got a big old gaping hole in it. Hey, Lisa. So, this is a short week for me because we're taking off Friday this week. So, I won't be live on Friday at all. So, this will be short week. Like I say, I saw this on Pinterest and I thought it was the cutest little thing. Y'all know, this might be one of my Pinterests. You know, we normally do Flop or Fail Friday. We used to do it all the time. And then I started doing lives on Friday, so I quit doing that because if you're in an event or something, you don't want to do that. But we might have to start back and just do it on another day. What could be another day we could do it, and a name we could name it. Because y'all know everything that I've done so far, with an exception of the cake pops. Now that was a nightmare. Who in here makes good cake pops? Raise your hand if you make good cake pops. Because I did not. I had one that kind of favored, it kind of sort of favored a cake pop, but it had a long way to go. It really did. All right. I'm going to get faster with these. Let's see. Let's do 2 at a time. See if we can do that. I'm getting way over. Well, oh, darn. That one went way over there. No, it's paint all over everything. Where am I from? Stephanie, I am in South Carolina. So if you are in Georgia, we are a skip, hop, and a jump away from each other, girl. We're not far from each other at all. I'm in the upstate of South Carolina. Hey, Kathy. I'm glad y'all are all joining me. I appreciate it. Have y'all had lunch yet? I did. I've already had my lunch, so... Y'all know I'm fasting, so whew, it gets easier, I do have to say. The longer you do it, the easier it gets. So really and truly, I'm not super hungry until my 11 or 12 o'clock. So I ate at 12 today, so it was good. I had a barbecue pork chop. You can't make pork chops, Wendy. Listen to me. You can't make cake pops. No, me neither, girl. It was so nice to meet. Yeah, hey, Tracy. All right, let's see if I can not throw this one across the room. Because y'all know we can't let that thing end up in the carpet. I'm going to turn the fan on. That way they'll dry a little faster too, and we won't have to spend so much time doing that. You're in Texas. Oh, I thought it said you were in Georgia. Somebody else must have said they were in Georgia. You missed the beginning. What am I? Lisa, we're going to be doing sunflowers with wine corks. Go figure. I was going to do a messy project, but then I didn't really feel like cleaning. I spent way too much time working on my computer, y'all. I've got a dang virus on my computer. Don't people have better things to do than to... If I could, I would scream at them. And they say, oh, call this number and we will help you, the Microsoft support team, and we'll help you get your number back. I mean, your computer back up and running. Well, immediately I looked it up on my phone, and yeah, no, it says, do not call, shut off the Wi-Fi to the computer and turn it off. And I opened it back up in safe mode, which I know how to do on a PC, but I do not know how to open it back up, my Mac back up in safe zone. So my son's the Mac person, so he said he would help me. So, you love sunflowers? I do too. Sunflowers are one of those versatile things that gets you real dirty. That you can leave out all year though. You don't really, and we can paint this some more once we get it all put together. So I'm going fast now, but because I'm trying to get them painted. I wished I'd have painted some on my head. Well, we're just 14 minutes in. You hear, you can't stand technology, but I know it, girl. But you know what? Technology does get on my nerves sometimes, but without it, we wouldn't be here together. Oh, we wouldn't be able to come on and watch each other and see each other and watch people craft all over the United States. So, as hateful as it is, I'm thankful that we've got it. I know I said something one time about the telephone. If you could go back to not having all the computers and all that and having the landline telephones only. How many of you... Okay, y'all, wait a minute. I just said something. We have got to go farther with this. When you were a kid, and some of y'all are not going to be... Yeah, I'm only 35. Y'all just remember that. But y'all will know better in a minute. What color was your telephone growing up, and did it have a long cord? Mine was green, and the cord was so long I could go from my room through another room to the bathroom. Oh, and my daddy fussed about that cord because our phone hung on the wall. And so every time he would walk through the hallway, there was that phone cord, and he's like, somebody's going to trip and kill himself on this phone cord one day. Hey, Alita, what color was your childhood telephone? And did you get to have the long cord? You couldn't have any privacy if you didn't have the long cord, right? You had to just stand out there where everybody could hear you. Because our phone was like, and it was going into a hallway. So everybody that was in the den could hear everything you were saying. If you was talking to your boyfriend, you sure didn't want that. It was yellow. Now, was it the yellow gold color? The harvest gold is what they called it. Ours was that green, kind of an olive color green. Our kitchen table was the same color, and it had the metal strip around it. How many of y'all remember that? It was long, but it was kinked up all the time. Ours was too. I would sit and play with that thing when I was on telephone and try my best to get it. But after you've twisted around and around, it wasn't fixing itself. Cream colored, Tracy says, and it had 100-foot cord. In the 50th in Kentucky, didn't have one. Gold, short cord, Tammy had. Elizabeth said theirs was yellow and long. Oh, yeah. Those colors were awful. But it was Harvest Gold. I call it green. Now, what was there was an orangey color. What was the name of that one? Who remembers? Was it Harvest Orange, maybe? I don't remember the orange color. We didn't have anything in the orange color. We had some of the gold stuff. My mama had a set of canisters that was the gold color. They were awful. And then when we left those colors, we went to mauve. Y'all remember mauve? Black and a very long cord. Yep. Who said that? That was Teresa. Kathy Tibbs had green one, and the cord only went to the next room. An avocado green, Lisa. That is exactly right. That is the color. You got it, girl. That is it. And it was, but our table was that color. And we had the chairs to match. And, you know, they had like the vinyl bottoms and the vinyl back on them. But, you know, back then, that was the style, though. You know, my mama just begged my daddy for that table and chairs. Oh, she just had to have it. And he got it. And, oh, she was so proud of that thing. But I'm going to tell you what. That metal around that table, it was no joke. I busted my chin wide open on that thing. With wheat on the canister, yep. The Tupperware. The Tupperware. Did they even still make Tupperware? I sold Tupperware one time, y'all. Can y'all believe that? I would go in those people's houses and I would just make myself right at home and we would laugh and just have a blast. Y'all were probably thinking those poor people couldn't get rid of that crazy woman. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, we had fun. Hey, I sold some Tupperware too. I'm going to tell you. This one lady kept trying to get me to sell Avon, but I couldn't stand the smell of the perfume. I have asthma, and the perfume was just... So I could never do the Avon thing. So, but I did do the Tupperware. These things are like bullets, y'all. They're just flying all over the place. I thought I was doing an easy, fun... I might have some cleanup to do after this thing. My desk is going to look like them canisters. Oh my goodness. But you know what? Those were the days. But like I say, without the... And you know, I guess with technology, you got to have some bad. How many of you ever remember the party line? Now, we didn't have a party line. I'm not that old, y'all. But I do remember that sometimes if you were on the phone and the neighbor was talking, you could hear what they said, y'all. I think we must have had some kind of spy line or something. But my daddy finally called the phone company and told them they needed to get out and check on that, because he says if we can hear their conversations, they probably hearing ours too. Not that we was doing anything to keep a secret about, but it was just one of those things. You couldn't have private conversation. They do still make Tupperware. Okay. All right, y'all. We just got a couple more of these. I know y'all tired of watching. I've done spent 20 minutes on doing this. All right, so I'm going to heat up the glue tool while but I'm putting Bob in a safe place so Bob doesn't get dirty. Oh, Bob, you're going to get glitter all over you there, man. You're going to look like a glitter girl. Bob. He's my buddy. He has to keep an eye on me. Somebody needs to. You had a party line when you lived in the country. Well, I lived in the city, so like I say, we shouldn't have had one. And most people, I don't know of anybody that had a party line. It was just, you could hear what the neighbor said. It was like the next door neighbor. It wasn't like down the street. so bad on Sundays. There were 2 women that stayed on your line. Well, I would have called. Could you call over them, Tammy? I would have been calling over them people. I'd be like, "Hun, are y'all married?" Because if you are, y'all gonna have to get off this phone and go pay your husband some attention. I'm over here trying to talk to my boyfriend. Lord help with the party line. I know, golly. It wasn't never so bad. We never could make a phone call. And I don't know if they could hear our calls or not. Okay, like I say, these are going to need more paint, but we don't have eternity. Miss Wendy's going to boot me off here in an hour, y'all, so I got to... All right, we got 4 more, and then we're done. Look at that ceiling fan's making my eyes water. Next time, use corks and paint. Yeah, I could do that. And I should have took them outside and spray painted them because I had some spray paint that was this color, but I was afraid they wouldn't get dry in time because it's kind of icky rainy still here. It quit raining, but it's still got that drizzly mist. That's awful. All right, 2 more. No, they weren't nice about it at all. Oh, no. So those ladies just wanted to hog up the phone line. Phone company should have booted them off. You probably should have had a time limit on it. What do you think? Time limit on the party line? All right, when we get done here, we're going to go ahead and paint the centers of our sunflowers and figure out what we're going to do. I think we'll probably just paint 1 or 2 of them, and then we will put some of that chevron paper on the other. I think I like that better than the black. All right. Come on, we got just you, so I don't have to get any more paint out. He might get skimped a little bit. There we go. Let's just stand these ones up. Oh, no. Wait a minute. The angel's getting in the mix of things. She was fixing to be turned King's Gold. All right, y'all. I wish I had a paper towel. Look, there's a little corner of this one that's clean. Y'all done made me cry over here. Not really. All right, so let's do these. Y'all, time flies. I'll be honest with you. We went to a friend's house on Sunday, and we sat there. Okay, now answer me this. If we use that paper, should we paint brown or black for the solid color? I think this is probably more black, but I can darken up the brown and make it a real chocolatey brown. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and be doing... Stephanie, you still here, girl? This is what I'm talking about. Golly. Whew. All right, so we're going to put that up in the corner. Okay, I got a brown. Just make it a darker brown. And you know what? If we don't like it, we can always make it a different color. Do 2 browns and 1 of these. I did the big one that'll probably be in the middle. But these little sunflowers, I think, would be precious on a tier tray. I think they'll look real good. I hope it, when I get through cutting this, it don't look like I've been drinking that wine. Oh my gosh. Well, it's off a little bit, but I don't think that I can be accused of anything now. I did good enough. All right, so let's get our Maji Podgy. Who called it Maji Podgy? Y'all remember? We were just talking about her. She may or may not. Well, I'm not going to say that. If y'all don't get it, I will. She called it Maji Podgy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, Miss Jerry. How are you doing? And my podge is getting gooey things in it. All right. Put that right there. Well, I said it didn't look like I've been drinking, but maybe. There we go. That's better. That wasn't Jerry. That was Joy. Joy, I can't even read, girl. I'm sorry. I think my comments might have stopped. All right, let's straighten this up. I'm just using my little gator. And I am all right, so to do the holes, this is what I'm going to do, because if I poke the hole from here like that, the paper's going to be up like that on the top, and I want it to be the opposite, but I need to mark it. So I'm going to put just a little dot hole in. Let's see if I can see that. Yep, I can. So I'm going to take my little dollar store tool, put it in, and work it around. What was that song that they sang on the, oh, what was the name of that movie? It had Patrick Swayze in it. Oh, man. I think the song was called Work It Now or something like that. Who knows? I can't remember. All right, y'all. Comments have stopped. Let's refresh and see if they come back. Nope. Hopefully they will in a little bit. Somebody say something to me. Y'all might just be mad at me and not talking to me anymore. It tells me, it keeps telling me y'all watching, but it don't, nobody say anything. Dirty Dancing, Alicia. Ding, ding, ding. Alicia got that one right. She knew exactly what I was talking about. All right, so let's wet my little brush and I'm gonna take some of that black and put over here into my brown. Y'all there, y'all just giving me the silent treatment. That's not nice. Be nice to me. Well, I appreciate everybody coming on and hanging out with me. It means the world to me that you come on and spend your time with me. And thank y'all so much for, it was a great movie, Cindy. I enjoyed it. And thank you for going over and checking out the group and giving it a follow too. I know I appreciate it, and I'm sure Miss Wendy does as well. So it is the Dusty Grannies event group. Now, Cindy, don't go giving me a big head now. I won't be able to get out of my little room here. I'll have to call the Coast Guard. Just quietly watching. Well, y'all know better than be quiet around here. Y'all got to talk. I think y'all mad at me. I might get a complex. Does anybody have any hot dates planned this weekend? I don't. I had to turn that fan off though. My eyes watering like crazy. Let's see if we can find another. Do y'all do that? Your eyes water? See, I'm crying because y'all wouldn't talk to me. Oh my. Just don't use the floaty. They're on the boat. Like I say, that float, that was something else right there. I'm here to tell you. For those of y'all that don't know, I went live the other day. I had on a float, like a children's float. It's a hot mess. All right, so if we're going to put the stuff in it. Okay, raffia, type in an A. Raffia, type in a B. Which one do y'all call it? Raffia, A, raffia, B. I always love to see that. And I don't want that one. Get that one. No, I got too many colors of this stuff. It gets a little overwhelming. Which one do I use? We're just going to use that color. The orange one would be pretty in it too. Okay, we got some raffias in the house. Raffia or raffia? Everybody's raffia. Now see, where y'all from? I call it raffia. I don't know. I just always have. Maybe I'm just saying it wrong. Maybe y'all corrected me. My evil ways over here calling it the wrong name. Oh, Tammy's with me. She says she's going to be in the Misfit Club with me, girl. I don't know if I like that, but we'll do a longer one on the other side. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to, like I'm sewing. Let's go on that one. Let's cut this in. You was taught not to talk with your mouth full, and this salted caramel. Well, rub it in, Tracy. Where's ours? You're not. Your mom probably told you not to eat in front of everybody else too. My mama was always the worst. I would want a popsicle, and she would say, well, how many kids are outside? You know, like 10. Are there 10? And we didn't get any high-grade popsicles, y'all. We had like the little freeze pops, those long ones that are about that wide. And she said, are there enough in there for everybody? No, ma'am. No, you can't have one if there's not enough for everybody. So then you go outside and you got to go home. I really didn't, y'all. I wasn't mean. It is a great day, Miss Melanie. Every day that we wake up and draw breath's a good day, isn't it, girl? All right, I'm going to do one more thing, and then we're fixing to. Your mom would say, don't eat in front of people. That's right. You cannot eat in front of people. And I'm like, well, Mama. And she's like, well, let me ask you a question. Would you want to go to their house and them get a popsicle and not have enough to give you? No, I'd be mad. Okay. I'm going back outside. We didn't get to play in the house. Get outside. If one of those, something, it had to be enough for everyone. That's exactly right, girl. If you don't have enough for everybody, nobody gets it. Well, y'all, we might have a problem here. We're just going to tear this one up and make it look pretty. I wish I'd have left it longer. That other one. And we'll cut some of it off probably. Okay, let's glue some. Oh, I gotta dry a little bit. Let me dry a little bit and then we're going to glue some things on. That way we can at least get one done, which we've still got time. We still got some time. I'm not getting kicked off yet. Oh my goodness. For those, if anybody just came on, we are making a Wine Corks sunflower. And we're going to keep our little fingers crossed. I think what I'm going to do, you have more water in the freezer. Well, I'm on my way, girl. The little holes where they're at, I'm going to put those on the inside so they don't show on the outside. See what we know. This is what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to invent a contraption that you can just sit on your table, and while you're doing something else, it just sits there and keeps your stuff, just dries it. What do y'all think? And all you got to do is just every now and then reach down and turn your... I may have just came up with a great idea. If one of y'all steal it, I ain't speaking to you no more. That was the rule with your house. Here, but not any. And the neighbor's mother felt the same way. Yeah, I know. Well, if somebody got popsicles at their house and they weren't sharing, I would normally just go home. And I wouldn't do it like in a mad kind of way. But, you know, it's not right to just sit around and you just feel weird sitting around. Ouch. Here we go, y'all. While somebody else is eating a tasty popsicle. I got the big guy out, so y'all, ooh, that thing is smoking. I'm going to do them half in the middle. When's the next kitchen live? I don't know, Brittany. We might need to get something planned up. I like being in the kitchen. I just, there hadn't been anything to do lately. And y'all know I'm trying to do better. It seems like the only thing I can cook in the kitchen is sweet stuff, so. Gotta watch my fingers now. They're dirty. There's some of them that have like a little slick part on the cork. I don't like those as well as I like the ones that have the little pattern. But, wait a minute. Hold please. They're longer. So I'm going to have to use all the same ones on this one. I hope I got enough. I'll be over there digging in the stash. Hey, Miss Wanda. It's a dense ice cream. It doesn't have all the whipped air into it. So you get more, right? Everybody gonna be looking for gelato now. Y'all, I bought me a... Oh, no. Get back up here. I bought me a watermelon yesterday. I can't wait to get it cut. Y'all, it's not drying real fast. Okay, I think I'm going to lay it down right there for a minute. And let's start on one of these. And we'll do a few on this one, and then we'll go back and do a few more on that one. That way it'll give that glue time to set up over there. But I'm going to try and do 2 at a time. How about that? Y'all see that stuff smoking? She's smoking. What movie was that from? Y'all, I don't even watch TV, but I know what movie that's from. I probably won't be able to remember the name. I can picture the man. She's smoking. You keep hearing, I just wasn't sure. All right, let's do 2 more, and then I'm going to squirt some up underneath that one. Hold your mouth just right, y'all. Hold it open. Oh, my goodness. I need a little bit more. No, get back. Y'all, is this going to be a cake pop? Woo! Melanie, you're back. Just in time, girl. We may or may not be having technical difficulties over here. I haven't been severely burned yet, though. Y'all, I'm going to tell you what. After I got burned, it wasn't last year. It was the year before at Christmas time. That little angel I showed y'all a minute ago. I was doing an angel. I was on a live. And that Spanish moss stuff right there. I was doing a live in an event. It was an angels event. And I was putting the hair on the little angel. I was all the way right at the end of the dang event. And I reached up and put my hand. I thought the glue had been on there long enough. It wasn't going to be that hot. And I put my hand on there and squeezed that stuff. And when I did, it lit me up. Mask! That's right, Tracy! Jim Carrey. Now, he was a hoot. That man. And you know, you don't hear anything out of him anymore. Wonder what happened to him. Patrick Swayze, he's passed on. That was so sad. I always liked watching him. He wasn't too hard to look at either, so that made it a little easier, right? Oh, gosh. Thank you for sprinkling. Melanie got here just in time. She got the Coast Guard on speed dial for me. I hope I don't ever get turned in for saying that. Y'all, do y'all have a Dollar General in in where you live? We call it the DG here. Boy, I tell you what. I saw a live this morning where some lady lit that place up. Not the people in the store, but the corporate people. I was like, ooh. The Dollar General store, she said she went in it like 3 times now, and they have no air conditioner. Okay, y'all. Houston, we have a problem here. One, we can't get the darn thing to stay on. And, uh-oh, we got a gap. So, I can cut one and put it in. You have a bunch of DGs. Well, she said that the day she went in there that it was like 115 degrees heat index outside, and y'all, we've had some awful hot weather. I didn't grab it. I bet that store was as hot as my finger is right now. That water's cold, so. Hateful little thing. But anyway, she said that, whoo-wee, that burned. She said that the Dollar General, let's do it this way. It can drip wherever it wants to there. She said that it was at least 108 degrees in that store. And she said she asked the little lady that was working in there, she says, how long has your air been out? And she said, at least a month. And she's like, do they know? And she said, our district manager says that he has called 3 times. And so she called corporate office and filed a complaint that she had been in the store and that it was unbearable to be in it. And she said that she asked them to please call her back and acknowledge that they had received her message, because if the air didn't get fixed soon, she was calling OSHA. That'll get them out there quick, won't it? It better. Okay, what are we going to do now? I'm afraid to do anything. I might chop my finger off, y'all. Well, there it is. I was going to say, I know I got a knife here. Should you call the Coast Guard? Melanie, I'm going to have a burn, look. Next time y'all see me, I'll have a boo-boo Band-Aid. This is not good. Let's lay you over there. Let's see, I don't want to do that. I want to cut the sides off of it. Y'all, saying you're going to cut a wine cork is easier than doing it. Did y'all know that? Wendy, I hope everybody else's don't go as quirky as me. She's like, Lord have mercy, we ain't letting her come back again. Takes her 3 days to cut a dang. All right. No, that ain't gonna look right. That's kind of dumb looking. Let's just shave a little off of one. Aha! Ding, 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 ding. Wendy, put me back on the list. I got it. Oh, gosh. I got it, girls. I got it. Don't leave me now. Yeah, to have to work in that heat would be horrible. And somebody's like, well, people work in the heat all the time. And they're like, yeah, but they didn't take a job to work in the heat. They took a job to be in some air conditioning. And that is true. What am I making? Jeanette's Twin Creek Creations. I am making some sunflowers and burning my finger. I told y'all. Oh, no, I got it on my little thing here, too. We'll paint it. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do. me clean my fingers up. It's gonna be a sunflower. Oh, I'll live. It's not near as bad as my other burn. I was just talking about that too. All right, y'all see where, like on the inside where you can see the glue that puddled up? I'm going to take a little brush. Put water in that. And let's go around the inside. Y'all, like, close your mouth. I think it'd be cute. And if you do tiered trays, how cute would this be on a tiered tray? The theme in my group this month was pumpkins and sunflowers, so this would be something adorable for them to do over there. All right, let's put a little bit more glue on the back of this one like we did that other one. And I'll put some jute string. The glue on it like this is just going to help to hold it in because it'll run down in the cracks. Y'all, look how hot that stuff is. That one feels like it wants to come off. We're done with you because we're not going to have time to do the other one. We got 6 minutes and I want to finish these. You enjoyed watching the tiered tray decorating? Well, thank you. Maybe we'll do it again next month or this month. It's always a lot of fun to see that. All right. While we're waiting on that to dry a little bit, let's pull this with the raffia, like y'all say it. To me, it's cuter if you will, like, just pull it out. And see on the back side. If you want both sides, if you've got a tiered tray, guys, that you can see from both sides, just paint all that and you won't notice it. And get your blow dryer after all those glue strings. Because now I got them hanging in my hair. Oh, it's no joke, golly. It's hot. I can tell you that from experience. Oh, look at my finger. Melanie, you might better call the Coast Guard. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Getting burned is the worst feeling, too. Ooh. All right. So I'm going to do this one like this. So if you know anybody that drinks wine, or if you drink wine, save your corks. And you can make you some sunflowers out of your wine corks. And like I say, I'll probably go and put another coat of paint on this. And you can go and put some more of the jute in it. I just want to finish so I can stand them up. We got 3 minutes. You had a blister on top of your blister. Ugh. Well, mine's blistering, so. But I got some Silvadene cream. I'm going to stick on it when I'm through live, so. Well, that just looks kind of dumb, but the jute needs to be redone. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of like the one that has the colored center better. What do y'all think? I don't like the jute in it. Let's cut that out. Y'all can see it with and without it. But anyway, we had fun. Or I had fun. I hope y'all had fun. And make sure that if you are not already following over at my page, y'all go do it. What are you waiting on? And make sure to follow over at the Dusty Grannies event group and watch the rest of the creators today. After me is Miss Grace with the, I love her name, but I can't ever. Grace Faithful Creations, also known as the Pouncy Bling Queen. Now, see, if it was me, I would throw off the Grace Faithful Creations and I'd just be the Bling Queen. But I think her name's the cutest. It needs something in the center, but I don't know what. I didn't like that jute string. Maybe I'll try some of the orange in this one. What do y'all think? So it'll pick up that little bit of orange out of that one. But to set those up in your little tiered trays, does it look like a sunflower? Y'all throw up some hearts if you think it looks like a sunflower. I don't think they look so bad. They're cute like the ones I saw. Now, see, I'm trying to talk y'all into saying they're cute. Y'all can tell the truth. Y'all know I won't be mad. I ain't mad. I just hold a grudge. No, not really. Thank you, Miss Chesney. Thank you, Elizabeth. Well, like I say, I'm not sure what Miss Grace will have, but Miss Wendy has already been on. She was the first person that she kicked us off at 1 o'clock, and then you had Megan with the Right House Decor was on, so before me, and then Miss Grace Faithful Creations, also known as the Pouncy Bling Queen, will be after her. So make sure to hang out and see who is going to be next. Now you know what you're going to do with your cork. Stephanie, wonderful. And Stephanie, I'm so glad you're here. And anybody else that's new, let me know in the comments. And let me know where you're watching from. I always love knowing where people are tuning in from. The more friends, the better. So we would love to have you over here in our little community at Watts Creative Designs. And I tell y'all, my friends are the best. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.